Hey, I'm Chelsea McLaughlin.
I'm Cade Phillips. We're the owners of Remax Legacy, and today we have Blake Starratt.
What's going on?
What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
Good. You? How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good. So Blake joined us. What? You've been with us about a month now, right?
Yeah, about a month. Yeah.
So Blake joined us about a month ago. Young, hungry, kid's a shooter. Super active on the phones, which is you know anybody in this business knows. You can't teach the hustle. That is sold separately, and this dude got the hustle. Tell us how you got into the business.
I just got into the business about a year and 6 months ago or so. I took the course, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to dive in. So I just dove right into it, and then started ripping the phones, figured out how to get data, and just kept running with it.
What'd you do before real estate?
I drove a truck. I got my Class A CDL when I was about 18 years old.
Nice.
So.
That's great.
Nice.
Good to have.
Yeah, it's a good any license you can have. You know, you never know. Backup plan.
Yeah.
We burn the boats over here though. So Blake, you're heavy on the phone and like you said, collecting data. That's huge. Most people come into this business and they don't even know. Like with real estate, you study, you pass the test, you get your license, and then you're like, now what? Right. So where did you start your journey? And you don't have to name the brokerage if you don't want to. Where did you start your journey and kind of how'd you understand like this is a business where you have to learn how to fish?
So I originally dove all in because I was driving trucks, and then I went up to Laconia for bike week, and they tried to give me a DUI. My buddy got pulled over. I circled back, went back to him, and was like, hey, what's going on? Police officer said, hey, I'm arresting your buddy. Is there anything we can do with the bike? I go, I don't know. It's just me here. And then he goes, all right, no problem. I'm all set with you. So I'm walking back. And he goes, hey, one more thing. Can you do a sobriety test for me? I said, yeah, no problem. I didn't drink, so it didn't really matter to me. Did it? He goes, you failed. Arrested me, lost my license, trucking's done. So I'm like, shit. So I have a 401k. I already took the real estate class. I was already thinking of getting involved in it. Right. So took the class or finished up, got the license, and just dove all in. I was like, you know what? This is what I got to do. Right. It is what it is, and I'm gonna make the best out of it. I lost basically my mom too, which was my grandmother, at the same time.
That's tough.
The day after I lost my license, I lost my mom. You know what I mean? So it was kind of a tough time, but I was like, dude, I'm gonna get to it. So just started ripping the phones. Right. I got to give credit where credit's due. Adam, he did show me a little bit on the phones. Right. He kind of showed me that way. But that's how I got really involved, and I just kept running with it. That's pretty much how it happened.
Lit that fire under
I
you.
had 6 months reserves, which was my 401k. I cashed it out. Nice. So that's how I survived.
You burn the boats too. You burn the boats. I mean, that's what I like to say. You burn the boats. There is no plan B, right? When you're committed to this path, and this is what you're doing.
People would ask me, they'd be like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if it doesn't work out?" I said, "It's gonna work out."
That's right.
I don't care. You can't think that way. You got to go out and get to it. It is what it is.
Right. The mentality in real estate that's the intangible factor. The hustle, the mentality. That's the stuff you can't teach. You can teach mentality and changing your mindset. But when you got it like that, that's
that passion.
Yeah, I just want it more than you. I want it more than anybody.
That's right.
So when I run heads up, I don't care. I run heads up against anybody.
Sure.
If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. That's right. I at least gave it all I got.
That's right.
So that's all you can do.
And that's man, that's the intangible. That's the it factor in this business. Because in this business, right? Let's be honest. Real estate agents are a dime a dozen. I mean, you either are an agent, your friend's an agent. Someone in your family.
Everybody knows.
Everybody's got a license.
Everybody knows one.
Everyone.
But there's a small percentage of people that are like, "This is it." Everything else, that's just I'm burning the boats, and
they
we're
flourish
going
above the rest, and you can tell.
Just
that
for the record, too, I wasn't found guilty of that. just so you guys know,
okay.
I wasn't found guilty. I only
Don't
lost it because I refused a blood draw. That's the only reason why I lost my license.
Yeah.
People go through shit though, you know, and it gets them. It makes them stronger. It gets them where they need to be in life.
You lit that fire.
Yeah.
And then, your approach to this business is the exact one someone should have. If you're looking to be somebody who's doing 50 transactions a year, 60, 70, whatever. The sky's the limit in real estate.
Limitless.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. Where do you see yourself in 10 years in real estate?
Oh, in 10 years, I'm going to have hopefully a team of 20 plus.
That's
all of us
awesome.
producing.
Love
Everybody
it.
produces.
Love it.
And, obviously everyone I bring in with me would be just as hungry as me, hopefully.
Right, yeah.
You can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink, but
Sure.
you can show them as much as you can.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and that's
You'd be a great leader. I can see that characteristic in you, for
Thank you.
sure.
that progression is so natural too. Like when you're doing everything right and you're super focused and you're locked in like that, it just happens, right? Like even for us,
Sure.
it's gone up year after year after year after year. More sales, more clients, just head down, grinding, focused. So, any goals you put your mind to in this business, especially with a strong mindset, you're going to hit, you're going to accomplish.
I'm a big I'm a big believer of leading by example.
That's right.
I can't go out and tell you to do something I wouldn't do
That's
myself.
right.
So,
That's right. That's
good.
right.
I want
love
them
that.
to be like, oh, if I could do it, you could do it too.
That's right.
That is what it is.
How old are you, Blake?
I'm 23.
So 23 years
Young.
old, crushing real estate. Kid hasn't even had a license for 2 years. And he's not only crushing it, he's a great agent. He cares about his clients. I listen to him on the phone. We're in the office. I'll listen, I'll observe. And he's doing his due diligence. And he's
always
doing it the right
thinking,
way.
and he's always thinking one step ahead,
Yeah.
Trying to put deals together that, most people can't wrap their head around.
Yep.
So that's,
Yeah.
super important in this business, trying to get those off-market deals put together,
Yep.
utilizing, okay, who's around you in the office? Who's got what going on?
Yeah.
Do I have a buyer for your seller? Like
Putting these
vice
deals together
versa.
that aren't on the
Yeah.
market. Just having, like you said, having the data and having
Right.
the people around you that are like-minded.
Yeah.
You're putting plays together left and right. You're quarterbacking this thing. Tom
Right.
Brady.
Right.
Tom Brady,
Even
Bill
with-
Belichick.
Pocket.
We're
Right.
putting,
Randy Moss
right.
running down the seams.
And we're calling
Yeah.
audibles on the fly, and we're making it happen.
You've been with
Yeah.
us for 2 weeks, and how many deals you
Total.
got on the board?
Like a month. We'll call
all right,
it,
a
we'll call
month.
it a
All right,
one and
I'll
a half
give you a
weeks a month.
How many deals you got
We
on the
got
board?
three. Got three with another
Three.
one coming on.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Four.
Yep.
With multiple irons in the fire.
Yeah, with
Too
so
many,
much.
Too many irons.
Yeah,
Too
like
many.
countless.
Yeah.
Countless irons.
Hopefully if they result, we got even.
Right,
a
but
lot.
that's the foundation
Right.
to build your team.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where it
exactly.
comes from.
Exactly. Yeah.
The
You're-
team's a bonus.
Oh,
I
sure.
obviously
It's a
want
bonus.
to run it up myself too, but like
It comes in time. You're
yeah,
young. You're
yeah.
young. Like that for you. That's when you're ready. It's there for you.
Right.
Especially, with us, there's nothing but growth and opportunity. We're more than happy to accommodate what you're looking to do. Right now, you're so young. You're gonna run it up. You're gonna establish yourself as a rock star out here. And then when you're like, you know what, let's do the team thing. It'll come so naturally. You won't even have to.
It'll
think
just
about it.
happen.
Right.
It'll
The
just.
timing will be perfect.
I love that.
Tell us something about you that's not real estate related. What do you like to do in your free time?
I love the gym, fitness in general. Maybe a pickup game of basketball during the summer.
Yep.
My knees aren't like
I
they
like
used
that.
to be because jumping a lot. and
Geez, you're
stuff.
I know, he's
young,
young,
man.
too.
Yeah, but
Wait to get to my age. I'm
Wait,
33,
right?
waiting on hip replacements.
yeah. But that I like going on hikes and stuff.
Nice.
Kind of just being outside in general.
Unwind
I
a
used to
little
love
bit.
farming, but I don't really have a farm anymore.
That's kinda
I grew up
cool.
on a farm, so
Nice. That's cool.
And if I'm not mistaken, you're an investor as well, right?
right.
Tell us a little bit. You don't have to get super detailed if you don't want to. Give us a little bit about what portfolio you got going on. What do you have for investment properties?
Right. So I got a couple properties, locally. So pretty much just that
You're
is
renting
what
them
that
out?
is. Yeah, I rent them out. Yeah,
Nice.
obviously they're
Yeah,
investments.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
living in them.
Yeah, you got
I got
tenants in there, good tenants. so-
right. Yeah. I mean,
so
it's
you're
all
ahead of
about
the game.
screening them.
Yeah, yeah.
Already a landlord.
Preventing
Right.
preventative measures.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. Because we all know tenants can get
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Chelsea, you've had multiple units in the past. You've had, every dealing with from
yeah.
good to the most horrific tenant imaginable.
Yep.
So it gets dicey.
Yeah.
But that's
But it's worth it.
it is worth it. Right. It creates that passive income.
Right.
And you build on it, and hopefully you get to generational wealth someday.
That's why I relate with my clients too. I deal with a lot of multis, so I try to.
Right.
If the numbers work, it doesn't matter what the price is. It doesn't matter what the rate is.
That's right.
If the
Sure.
numbers work,
a
even
numbers
at
game.
our rate, at what are we at, 7.5
I don't
today or
even-
something,
yeah, right.
around there,
Right.
depending on the program, DSCR or whatever. if they work now and you refi down the road, it's going to work even better.
Exactly.
That's right.
You know,
It's a great mindset.
Yep.
and you're building equity along the way too. You're
Yeah.
not getting in some place to lose money. You're getting in some
Right.
place to make money. It's
Yeah, the tenants are
generational
gonna
wealth,
buy
like
you
you
a
said.
building.
It's gonna buy you another building.
Yeah,
It's gonna buy you another
right.
5.
That's
I love
right.
that.
Yeah.
That's
So-
it. That's it right there.
Yeah.
Accumulating units. That's our strategy right now too. We're getting ready to close on a couple commercial units. But Blake Starratt, everybody. Give it up. Thanks for
Thank you,
coming,
thank you.
man.
Yeah, no problem, man.